Hey guys, Miss Emma back with video number 4 in our Tinkercad 3D modeling series. Excited to bring you guys one of my favorite projects in today's video, which is making a house. So I'm going to go ahead and jump right in. In today's video, we're going to be using a lot of the skills that you have already learned, but doing more practice with them in order to start making some more intricate designs. So I'm going to go ahead, create a new design. Name it. This one is going to be a house. To go ahead and start my house, I'm going to start with a box to create the base of my house, and I'm going to drag that to be pretty large because this is going to make up essentially the whole square footage of my house. I'm actually going to make it an even number just to make it easier for me in the future. Let's do 170 by 100. The next shape I need is going to be my roof, so if I scroll down on basic shapes, I get the roof shape. But before I just drag it out, to save myself the time of having to lift it up and place it on top, I'm going to go ahead and grab my work plane tool and select the top of this base as my work plane, drag out my roof, and then all I need to do is resize it. I know my dimensions are, 170 by 100, and now all I need to do is go ahead and place that. Looks good. I'm going to go ahead and color this a different color. Let's make this red and my bottom block a little bit lighter. And I'm going to go ahead and group this right away so I don't end up messing up my roof shape later. So I have both of my shapes selected, pressing group. I'm going to go ahead and switch that to my multicolor option and go back to designing. So if I select work plane, select my bottom face, everything starts looking back to normal. And now my house is just definitely missing some rooms, some windows, some doors, all of that fun stuff. To make our rooms, we are going to be using the hole tool to go ahead and create those openings. So I think it's easiest to go ahead and look at this from the bottom and then select the box that is a hole. I'm going to use this grid on the work plane to help me make this nice and aligned. I'm just going to drag that hole to be a pretty good sized room. To make this actually cut out, I need to select both the hole and the base of this house. So I'm going to select the base, scroll down, select the hole, and now I can group them and I actually have a cutout. The thing is, I can't see into my house unless I'm looking at it from the bottom, so I need to add doors and windows in order to see in. I'm going to go ahead and start with a round window on the side of my house. So I don't have to rotate my cylinder. I'm going to go ahead and use the work plane tool and select the side of my house and then grab that cylinder hole. It's a little bit too big for me, so I'm going to go ahead and size it down. Bring it up a little bit. And I need to make sure that this is fitting all the way through into where that hole is on the inside. You can see it poking through, so again, I'm going to group. My hole is selected. Now I select the rest of my house. Group it, and I now have a round window that can see into the room of my house. Again, I'm going to switch my work plane back to my normal blue one, and let's add a door on the front of my house. So I'm going to grab a box. I'm going to make it a little bit more rectangular, a little bit shorter. And then again, I need to push that all the way into my house so I can see in. I always overcompensate a little bit, that way we can see all the way in and I don't have to worry about ungrouping and regrouping. So I'm going to double check that that's all the way in. It is. My hole is selected. Select the base of my house. Group it, and now I can see in. Let's say I wanted to add a garage to my house. Maybe we'll do it on the back side here. I could drag another box and make sure it's pressed all the way up against this one. I'm gonna make it the same color as well. And I could go ahead and use a whole box to cut out my garage, so that way a car could actually go inside of it. I need it to be not as tall. Oh my goodness. I'm going to use that Command-C tool to go ahead and help me and start over. Again, I'm going to grab my box, not as tall, a little bit wider, and I need to push it all the way into my garage. Have my hole, I just need to move it around a little bit. Lift it up so it's a little bit taller. And then I can go ahead and I'm actually going to align it right to the middle. And then I'm going to go ahead and group it so I don't mess up my align. And now I have a garage. I'm going to go ahead and add to my backyard as well. Let's say I'm going to grab a box. I'm going to make it really flat so I can add the landscaping. I'm actually going to add a driveway here leading up into my garage. Let's make that a color that makes sense, like gray. And then I could also add things like grass. I'm just going to keep editing that shape so it fits my house a little bit better. And then let's say maybe I want to add some patio furniture. Maybe I want to add chair and tables. Well, I've already designed a chair and a table from our last video, so I'm going to go ahead, this is automatically saved, so I'm going to go back to my designs by pressing the Tinkercad dashboard. And once that loads up, I can go ahead, grab my chair and table. To edit it, I'm going to need to press Tinker this. And I'm going to go ahead and need to select all of these shapes. Make sure they're all grouped. And now I can press Command-C to copy it. I'm going to go ahead and go back to my house design. Press Tinker this to edit it. And then Command-V and it pastes it across. My scale is just really wonky, so I'm going to scale this down quite a bit. Move it over here. I'm going to go ahead and change that color. Let's see. Make it some yellow furniture. And I do need to lift it up a little bit so it's not sunken into my grass. Cool. Maybe I want to add a pool too. I'm going to go ahead and use my work plane tool, select the top of my grass. Let's see, I'm going to make it cylinder shaped. Don't need it to be sticking out much. We'll make it a nice light blue. And I'm going to go ahead and group everything I have out on this patio. So my grass is selected, pool and all that is selected. Group it, make sure I select my multicolor so I don't lose my colors. And now I don't have to worry about messing up where everything is in the backyard. I could do the same process by adding things onto the inside. I would also continue and add more rooms. I would definitely add a room so that I could go in and out of the patio. I'll add that real quick. And now I have another room that I can look into. You, of course, could design furniture for every single one of those rooms if you wanted to. You could add bushes by maybe using spheres and changing the shape of them and the color of them and duplicating them so you have several. An example of that might be something like this. And then maybe I would add the same thing down the side. I love this project because it gives you guys the chance to really add whatever you want. You could spend so much time adding as many extensions to this as you want and come up with some really cool looking projects. Because you guys already know how to use work planes, this makes your life a lot easier, and you already have experience using the group and align tools to make this look as symmetrical and perfect as possible. I'm really excited to see what you guys create, and I want to see these projects sent to our email so I can share your guys' designs. Like the cake, I'm going to go ahead and post some pictures here for inspiration for you guys. There are so many cool designs out there already, but I want to see where you guys take it. But use these examples as some inspiration as you start your own designs. Again, here's our email so you can share your finished products with us, and we look forward to seeing you guys on Tuesday for our next set of videos. See you guys soon and have a lovely weekend.